Shalom. All glorification, honor, and praise is due only unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahabashai, Bahashem Rakahakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, along with the bishops and elders who rule and teach the church well. And salutations to the Bayath Shadawadah, which is the house of David the elect. I'm Shamar Moth here to do a quick hit, reading out of the book of Esther, actually the additions to Esther, located in the Apocrypha, which is part of the canon. To all you phony, fake, weirdo Christians out there, that would include you, vocab Malone. All right, you and your ilk. All right, if you don't have the Apocrypha, you ain't dealing with the whole scroll, and if you ain't dealing with the whole scroll, you know, you're a demon. So this is the additions to Esther, the 10th chapter, and picking it up in verse 9. And my nation is this Israel, which cried to Yahweh and were saved. All right, so Israel is the nation that's going to be saved, man. All right, that's going to experience true salvation, rest, okay? And the elect, beginning with 144,000, all right, the kings and priests from the 12 tribes, all right, will be immortal and will be ruling the nations with a rod of iron, okay? Pursuant to Revelation, the 2nd chapter, and I believe the 26th verse. Let me get it real quick. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, and verse 26. And this is Yahweh Shai speaking himself. All right, these words were spoken by Yahweh Shai. All right, the Redeemer of the nation of Israel, which is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, beginning with the election, the 144,000, and that righteous remnant of believing Israelites, which consists of men, women, and children. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. See? So the elect men are going to have power over the nations of the earth. All right? Rule them. Okay? It says in verse 27, he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. That's right, man. Okay? That's heaven, man. Rulership. All right, having subjects. All right, ruling over the nations. Being immortal. All right. Okay. Back to the additions of Esther, picking it up in chapter 10 and verse 9 again. My nation is this Israel, which cried to Yahweh and were saved, for the Lord has saved his people. Right. See, the Lord, salvation is for the Israelites, man. Period. Sorry, Christians. Okay. Sorry, Esau. All right. Salvation ain't for you. Salvation is for the Israelites, starting with the elect. Okay. Let's go to the book of Luke. This is a badass scripture right here in Luke. It comes out a lot. All right. When you talk about, who this book is for, the Holy Bible. All right, who salvation is for. This is a great scripture right here. It's milk scripture, but it's strong, man. Luke chapter 1 verse 68. Blessed be the Lord, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, personal pronoun. His people are the Israelites, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Right, the house of David. That's who the Lord is dealing with right now. The Bayath Shah Dawadah. Okay, the Lord is dealing with the apostles of Great Millstone, who are the pillars of the church. Okay, the bishops, the elders, all right, of Great Millstone, and the brethren, man. All right, all the Akiyam that want to work in sincerity and in truth. All right, it says in verse 70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. Right, because the prophets have been here since the beginning. What does it say in Jude? All right, Enoch, the seventh from Adam, he was prophesying, all right, of Yahweh's return to this earth, all right, with power and great glory in the chariots. Okay. It says in verse 71 that we should be saved from our enemies. Okay. Numero uno being Esau. All right, that we should be saved from our enemies, Esau and the heathen nations, and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, personal pronoun in verse 72, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he sware to our father Abraham. Verse 74, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear. Okay? So, and there's a lot of scriptures you can go to precept with what we're reading out of the additions to Esther, but let's get back to it. It says, and the Lord hath delivered, again, picking it up in the middle of verse 9, the additions to Esther chapter 10 and verse 9, and the Lord hath delivered us from all those evils, and Yahweh hath wrought signs and great wonders which have not been done among the Gentiles. All right, now who are these Gentiles? Because there's two sets of Gentiles. You got even Israelites out here that teach that there's only one set of Gentiles. Nah, there's two sets of Gentiles. You got the natural Gentiles, the aka the nations, and you have our people, all right, who are living out here in a Gentile state of mind, okay, who are carried away unto idols. All right. It says, therefore hath he made two lots. Verse 10, one for the people of Yahweh and another for all the Gentiles. See? There's a separation here, Christians. There's a distinction being made between the Israelites and the Gentiles, the natural Gentiles. Okay? Verse 11, it says, and these two lots came at the hour and time and day of judgment before Yahweh among all nations. So Yahweh remembered his people, verse 12, and justified his inheritance. And that's the thing. The elect is getting ready to be justified. On that day when the Lord comes back, the elect will stand, all right, before Yahweh Shai, okay, and justified, man, and will be counted blameless and spotless. Okay? This isn't for the natural Gentiles. So Yahweh remembered his people and justified his inheritance. Okay? Justification, okay, is for, again, Yasharallah, Israel. Verse 12, so Yahweh remembered his people and justified his inheritance. Wrapping it up in verse 13, therefore those days shall be unto them in the month Adar, the 14th and 15th day of the same month, with an assembly and joy and with gladness before Yahweh, according to the generations forever among his people. Okay? Yeah, man. So, again, salvation, justification, all right, sanctification, all those things are for the Israelites. All right, the nation which is going to be saved, okay, is Israel. All right, and once again, we always stress this, beginning with the elder apostle, great minister on down. It starts with the first fruits of salvation, 144,000. All right, the kings and priests of this earth from the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, the Lord willing, he was edified by this quick hitter. With that, I want to say shalom, and it's on to the next video.